What's up, everyone? Pet Party here today, and we're going to be going over a question that I get asked very frequently. We're really going to be splitting this into two videos, but basically, I get asked very frequently, what should I be buying? When should I be buying? What should I sell? When should I sell? All that fun stuff. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start with the buying part today, and there's really no set strategy on when you should buy something. Plain and simple. You ask me, hit me up on Instagram or something, and be like, Pet Birdie, how do I make millions of dollars and make sure everything goes straight to the moon? A, I'm not going to answer you because I can't answer people anymore because I'm getting too many requests. And B, I'm going to tell you to fuck off, stop being an idiot. So, throwing that out there first. Anyone who promises you that your rate of return is guaranteed, or something's going to go up and up and up and never going to go down and going to go straight to the moon is an idiot and don't know what the hell they're talking about. So get that out of the way first. Second, there really is no set buying strategy I actually have per se. A lot of the times it's just me looking at, either the pop report or what similar cards in either the same set or different sets are selling for. So, like using Jinzo as an example. Jinzo had a population of just over 50 cards in PSA 10. Super popular card, super iconic card. That card was selling for, $1,000, $1,500 most of last year. I did a video, I'm going to say in November, might have been the end of October, saying that card was undervalued and that card was going to be $4,000 by Christmas, and it's the beginning of February now and it's $6,000. So, nice to have a bit of vindication sometimes, but it also comes with a grain of salt because I still don't have that card because I keep getting outbid every time I go to buy the damn thing. But it is what it is. I've had choices where I could have bought Jinzos in the past for cheaper, and I didn't. And that was my willful choice not to buy that card. So I can't go bitching everyone after the fact saying, oh, if Jinzo is too expensive for the ordinary person now, that's not fair. Why can't I have a Jinzo for $400 like someone who got in the hobby 2-3 years ago? Well, A, no one who is sane is generally going to be selling you something at less than 10% market. Doesn't matter how altruistic they are, just not happening, sorry. You might have a very good friend who might hook you up, say, hey man, I paid this for this card a few years ago, just pay me back when I'm in on it and you can have it. Shit like that does happen sometimes, generally not a rule of thumb. Most people aren't that nice. So, Jinzo's a perfect example of something that I thought at the time was undervalued and was due for a price increase and ended up being right. Cyberstein's the same way. I was looking at Cyberstein auctions a year ago, saying, why the hell is this card in a 10 and then at, $2,000-$3,000? Doesn't make sense. There's only like 100 of them. That time, 100 copies made. At that time, there was only 18 PSA 10s. Now there's 19, but woohoo, or no, 21, sorry, but, woohoo, an extra 3 copies. Literally gobbled up immediately as soon as they're posted for sale. So when it comes to stuff like that, you might need a bit more of a market dive, looking on comparables in other hobbies like Pokemon, Magic, whatever. So keep that in mind. As a general rule of thumb, though, and as cheesy as this might sound, shout out to all my weebs who get this reference. Basically, it's like a light bulb goes off in my head a lot of the time. Or for anyone who watched the anime Hikaru no Go about the board game Go, when he's like looking at the board and trying to figure out what moves to make, and it's just like he gets this epiphany and a light illuminates the piece or the space where he needs to move to, and he does it, and then everyone's like, ah, holy shit, that move makes perfect sense. He wins. It's kind of like that for my baby weebs. If you watch Hunter x Hunter and you have Meruem, and Komugi playing Gungi, and they do pretty much the same thing, which is like, what's this move? That type of thing. That's generally, it's like a fun, tingly feeling I get sometimes, I guess you can call it, for lack of a better word. So that's pretty much it when it comes to that. It's either, market research, looking at comparables in either same set, comparable sets, or comparable hobbies, or sometimes I just get a weird tingly feeling. So, for buying strategies, that's pretty much it. Other than that, not really a whole lot. If you can buy something cheap, preferably significantly below market, that's always a good strategy too, but especially in these trying times, that generally doesn't happen a whole lot anymore, so keep that in mind. Other thing I wanted to mention was, not always buying stuff cheap or before it goes up necessarily, and that's, again, using Cyberstein as an example. If you have to pay a little bit more, don't try to be penny wise and pound foolish. And basically what that means in a nutshell is don't lose out on a lot of money over griping over a little bit of money. So when Cyberstein last year was going for, say around $3,000, there had just been a copy that sold for $4,200. It was February last year, actually, so it's almost a year. And I was looking for the copy I ended up getting and selling Steve Aoki, and the guy wanted an extra, couple $100 above what I was willing to pay at the time. And it finally got to the point where I just said, screw it. Like, the card's rare. If I'm paying a couple $100 extra at this point, who really gives a shit? Especially for a card that rare and that I actually had a lot of faith in. So when you're talking like 5% or 10% or whatever it was we were haggling on, that's it. In the moment, seems like a lot of money. You're standing on principle and everything else. But in retrospect, if I hadn't taken that deal over a few $100, I would probably be putting my head through a wall, because A, I haven't seen a 10 come up for sale since, other than the ones the last couple weeks, but we'll get to that in a minute. And B, I would have lost out on, about $30,000 in profit and almost 10xing my investment in like 8 months. So it really comes down to A, whatever you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be investing money or, pumping money into collectibles that you don't have. And B, look at what you think is undervalued, what you're getting a warm, fuzzy tingling about, and in general, just try not to be a cheap idiot. Don't let a card you really want, especially if it's for your collection, investing, do whatever you want. If you want a card for your collection, you haven't seen it up for sale in a while, don't haggle over the sake of a few bucks. You're going to end up regretting it, because it's probably going to go up in value, and then you're going to get pissed off at, oh shit, why did I buy at that price? So, a few general rule of thumbs I go by. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. As I said earlier, I don't have time to answer Instagram anymore. Sorry. I'll probably look at a different way of people being able to contact me in an orderly fashion without sending me weird fucking messages all the time. Anyway, I hope you learned something today, and have a good one.